Justice, I think, is making something right which was done wrong. But the question is, what is right and what is wrong?
To me, justice is truth over biases and truth over circumstances. Basically, the right thing regardless of what is going on.
I agree, and I believe that only God can really decide what true justice is, because humans were flawed creatures and we're naturally biased towards other things.
Justice, like making something right, finding like the good ground that needs like the result.
Is defined as what something exactly is. You cannot change it.
For me, it's hard to differentiate between justice and retribution because justice is getting what's fair. So, but that doesn't match up because if I got justice in my life, it would be going to hell. So for me and my worldly view, I guess, on life as a sinner, justice is almost the same thing as revenge, which I know isn't true. I know that's flawed, but I don't know the truth.
My definition of justice is moral rightness and giving something to someone that they deserve.
You can't really say because it's a cancel culture. There's no such thing as justice for this cancel culture. I guess the true meaning of justice is like fighting for what you believe in. Like, if you know it's true and you know it's right, you're gonna fight for the justice of that.
I think that justice is just making it right. And because of that, I think that's something that we will always fall short of here on earth because we're human and we're not perfect and we can't always make things right. But as believers, we can just trust that the Lord is our ultimate judge. So once we reach eternity, that is when justice will truly be served.
I think that justice is doing what's right even when it doesn't always feel right, because I think that justice in our eyes is different from justice in the eyes of God. So God's perspective is different than ours, and human nature is inherently sinful. So sometimes we think we know what's right and stuff, but we don't realize that the way we're seeing things is very narrow compared to God's idea and the way that God sees things.
Godly justice is beyond human comprehension.
Justice ultimately always goes hand in hand with righteousness. Jeremiah 22:3 says, do justice and righteousness and deliver the one who's been robbed of his freedom from his oppressor. And ultimately that justice, true justice will always bring about unity.
Point everything back to God, because to me, godly justice is correcting what is wrong and making it what is right.
The best example of justice that I can think of is how he died for us. He paid the price, the debt, and that brought us justice, and now we're justified through him.